Good morning, guys. Hey, it's July 19th, I believe, 2025. It's Saturday. Anyway, we're going to take the bike for the second little test ride. I'm going to go back up to Virginia City. The whole main street got cut out. But anyway, yeah, it's Saturday. There's going to be cars and more police out there. So it's just a cruise. Yeah, so I got the bars narrowed 1.5 inches. I got the new little throttle lock on here. I've already kind of taken it down the highway. It feels great. I've got a really bitchin' little clamp with the rubber insert for a GPS, but this GPS is out of my car and it doesn't show up good enough. I got a new one, it just came, but I got to fix that up first. And of course I got the brand new Black Widow titanium look. Slip on, and thing's beautiful, and even though it's short with the DB killer, and it sounds pretty good, I think I'm going to be alright, but we won't know until I get it out on the road. Cameras are deceiving too as far as noise level and all that, right? So I'll have my little mic on and we'll be talking. So let's go on a nice ride, second test ride with some updates, tasty treats, and anyway, I'll see you on the road.
Alright guys, let the journey begin. We've got the bars narrowed, we got the little throttle lock, a few other mods, and we got the Black Widow 300mm slip-on system with the DB killer. I can tell you right now it's perfect. For a short muffler, it's only about 12 inches long. But cruising on the highway, you just barely hear an exhaust note. Of course, when you romp on it a little, comes alive, but very subtle. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't have to modify it. Out in the middle of nowhere on a mountain road, you'll be able to run it hard and you'll hear it, but you won't hear it from a mile away like a loud pipe. So yeah, this is our second real test ride. I've gone on some little ones. Let me see here. This GPS is useless. That's out on my Camaro, and this one isn't bright enough. I'm gonna have to. I got another one just came in yesterday, but yeah, got to be careful here. You never want to know when it's a cop, and like right there, you come over this little rise here. You can't see them. You go and I think it's 35, then it turns into 45. They're all pretty nice guys. A lot of them have motorcycles, but they'll let you get away with something. But there's a limit, of course. Let me show you here. Yeah, I got 160 miles exactly. Yeah, take a picture of that. Anyway, back to trip one. Ah, beautiful 65 Mustang, or 6. Yeah, I got my wings clipped last time I was coming down the road here. I was doing like, I think, geez, I looked at the video, I was doing like 57, I think, for a second. And there was a guy like that sitting over in the dirt. He saw me. I slowed down right away, and he didn't bother me. I thought that was real nice, but no reason to take my chances again on this road. I mean, I don't mind going 45, 50 or something, but something that you can slow down quickly, not be an idiot. Hopefully next Wednesday is my next liquid radiation treatment, Pluvicto. Screw me all up. The worst part is I gotta stay 7 feet away from my wife Liza, my dog Cooper, and the kitties for 7 days. It's a freaking nightmare. But it is what it is, man. I've been fighting this since 2019. It gets depressing sometimes, but you got to keep your head up, guys. You ever have to go through this kind of crap? Just in between. I'm not kidding. Soldier on. Do what you love to do. But you just don't know when your last day is going to be. And that's Dale Walker I'm talking about. So just do the best you can, man. All you can do, day by day. God, this pipe, it really sounds good though. It does. What I like about this motor is it's very smooth. Teeny bit of vibration on the bars, about 5 grand. That's when you're going about 70. But a little below that and a little above that, it goes away. But you can cruise along like this, 4 grand. Run it from 4 to 6 grand. It's got plenty of torque. Right around 4,500 at 5. The shifter just shifts like butter. Here, I'll do it just easy. Barely hear it shift. Yeah, we'll see. I ordered a Garmin 396. That's the one about the size of this one here, 4.3 inches or something, but it's the motorcycle version. Got a lot of neat features. It's a few years old, but they're about 350 bucks or more on Amazon. They're 250. And then what popped up was a renewed one, like refurbished. I think I paid $174, or it was like 180 bucks with tax. And it still has a 90-day return when it's refurbished. I just got it, and it looks like brand new, like no one's ever even used it. And I have it charging. I got another bracket coming that will hopefully work on my really trick mount. See the mount right here? Really sanitary. Yeah, there's a car mount that looks like a little wing that snaps into the back of the one I ordered. And it has the 17 millimeter ball, not the 1 inch. So I can use it on this same mount. Hopefully I get that tomorrow. Yeah, I wish I could rip through here, because I sure would like to. I'd like to just go through at my normal pace, have some fun. But my luck, that guy has a buddy sitting right up here. Is that pipe nice and subtle or what? I bet, cameras and microphones are very deceiving. So even on my handheld Canon, that's a pretty good little camera, taking my videos. You start a bike up, it could sound all clattery, and you hear all these weird noises that isn't really reality. But hopefully you can hear this thing. Yeah, it's beautiful. Like I said before, if you missed my first test ride, the suspension on this thing, I only weigh about 163 or 4, out of the shower type of thing. And right out of the box, this thing's very compliant. I'll have to go run the crap out of it and go some higher speeds on another road. And I don't think it's going to wallow or anything. I'm going to play with it a little bit, but oh, very nice. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, suspension's nice. The right mirror hardly vibrates at all, buzzy on the highway as far as seeing the cars. The left mirror is a little buzzy. So as a first attempt, I just added some fairly thick little 10 millimeter plastic washers under the mirror nut, between the mirror and the mount, the nut and the mount here. And obviously with the plastic washers, you reef down on them too hard and they're going to squish out. Not rubber, but you can't reef on the mirror as much to keep it tight. So yeah, look for a 10 millimeter plastic washer. They're a little bit thick. They're 20 millimeter in diameter. The little cover covers them. You don't even see them. And I think it helped. I didn't pay that much attention on the highway here, but what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of blue Loctite medium thread lock on the threads of the mirror, and that way you can snug them but not tighten, reef them down like you would metal to metal. But yeah, we'll get it out on a little speed and I'll look in the mirror, but I think it's a little better. Already I can tell. It's cool. Yeah, these motors are really nice. The transmission's great. You know, you read some reviews. Oh, they run hot. Oh, they vibrate. That's, you know, this thing puts a teeny bit of heat on the right side. But, you know, I have riding boots and my pants on, and it's barely. I've ridden a lot worse. So don't believe everything you hear or read. Please. Go ride one for yourself. Now, I could see maybe the DE Dirt model, which is a big pig. Going slow probably does put more heat out on you, okay? But, you know, on a street bike, you got airflow. It's not trapped under a fairing under here. And as far as vibration, that's BS too. Very little. I mean, you know, it's an engine. What do you want? You want a Honda Goldwing? Go buy a Honda Goldwing. What we're going to do is we're going to go all the way up to the top here. It's a steep little road. They got speed bumps everywhere, boy. They don't want anybody speeding here. Can't blame them. Some really neat houses here, though. I got my shield open now. The one on the corner coming up here is a historical home. I can smell the pipe breaking in. The packing and maybe a little assembly loop. This is kind of a neat one. They take pride. This one on the corner right here is just beautiful. Look at that thing. Isn't that neat? Trying to keep my head kind of smooth because this camera doesn't have, this is a drift ghost. It's got some stabilization, but it's an older camera. I've had this camera on my gas tanks, on my helmets, and I've had this camera, geez, for years, since probably 2013. Still works like a charm. 1080p. You know, I got an Insta360, two of them, 1RSs, and the 4K cameras, the background, no matter what you do, seem to be fuzzier. You know, it's so precise that, you know, you get little reflections or little rocks or something and it looks crappy. And, you know, 1080p is good enough. Man, it's better for my use. What we're going to do is we're going to hang her right here. So that's a real steep pain in the ass right there. Then we'll go to the end out here by this lookout, and we'll hang a left. Yeah, I'm going to just film this whole time. I'm just checking now. See, this is the drift. This is the drift ghost. See right there? That's the remote. So much easier to use than some other ones. Pair. You turn the camera on, pair it till it's green. Push one time, it's blinking red. That means you're taking a movie. Stop recording, and then you hold it to turn it off. Thing's awesome. As I fall over. Beautiful views up here, huh? Yeah, usually I turn it off to save the battery, but I think we're just going to leave this on. Last time I got a corrupted, sometimes it happens in the editor, corrupted one clip, and I didn't get the main drag of Virginia City. So we're coming in the opposite end. Usually I'm coming this way. Okay, I'm slowing down. 20 miles an hour here. Tourist trap. But this is the beautiful historical town. The mother lode. This town pretty much made the money to build San Francisco. There's a sign back there, but I think it was like 1860 to 1960. Silver and gold. Big time. If you've never looked on the internet, go on YouTube and just type in Virginia City tour or something, and there's some really neat ones where people come here and do a really high-class video and just everything. So here we are on the main drag. See the sidewalk? All wood. Look at these buildings. Cool. A lot of the buildings are the original. Some are restored to look original. This is a Bonanza. This is a famous bar. They have live music. They have food. They have a bar. Restaurants all along the street here. Museums. A couple really neat, still fun stores with all kinds of street signs and dirty little things. Hope I'm not being too fast with my helmet turn. I'm just turning and trying to let you see this. If you've never been here, you just walk up and down here going to every store. It's a really fun day. It's really neat. You can take your pictures, dress up like the Old West guys. That's the railroad, Chucky Railroad Company. You get to ride in the train all the way down the mountain. All kinds of neat shops with historical things, and see shooting gallery. Back there a ways, there was also it's a really good place to eat there. They got good barbecue. There's also a little place where they do the fake shootouts and all that stuff, like a little skit. So what we're gonna do, yeah, we're still recording. Hope the battery doesn't take a dump, because I'm just gonna keep it on the whole time, and then maybe I'll clip some of this out. We're going to go down the truck route. That's a neat little road. I took you on that one last time. There's the Sugarloaf Mountain. Let me tell you, you don't want to be up here in the wintertime. People live here. Oh my God, this is frozen in, block of ice. Excuse me. Yeah, this is where they have the Virginia City Grand Prix. If you've never looked up the motorcycle Virginia City Grand Prix, look that up also on YouTube. Yeah, here's the truck route. Maybe this time I'll take you down the truck route, and then we'll come up the other way. You go to the bottom of this road, and you turn right, and it's only 16 miles to Carson City. Turn left, it's about 15 miles to my house. Got a little breezy today. Here's the sheriff's office. Yeah, I got a freaking bug in there. I hate that. Isn't it fun when you're riding along, you got a bee or something that slams you right in the neck? I had that happen to me once with a wasp. I probably made the Dale Walker dead stop record. Get off the bike, take your stuff off, pull out the freaking stinger. Now this is an awesome road. And you can see ahead a little bit. There's a few little houses here and there. But we'll speed it up a little bit. Sometimes there's some gravel. This is a truck route, and the gravel trucks come. But a lot of times, I saw it last week. It was just in one corner. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully there's no cops, and we'll just go a little faster. Running through its spaces a little bit, have some fun. Nothing fast. I'd love to. They actually shut this road down, and they have a car event. This bike is so good. You just never know when there's going to be a Smokey the Bear. diesel out right now. I gotta fix the clock on this thing. It said it's 7:25. That's awful little. Just starting to kind of break in the tires a little more. The handlebars feel much better. Way too wide. They feel perfect. I got them about 29.5 inches long now. Boy, that pipe's just beautiful, huh? Brakes are bedding in nicely. Work a lot better than when you first get on the bike. I'll have to go run it real hard and see if I got enough brake or not. I think it'll be fine, but at my street pace. One nice thing, air filter stock, it's all stock. Listen to this thing with the DB killer in. I didn't have one hesitation. The fueling on this thing was so good, stock. Yeah. Look at that. So this is popping. Look at that. Even with the pair all hooked up, it's just got minimal popping. Not enough to even bother you. And the fueling is still flawless. That is fantastic. There's where the gravel was. That's fantastic. I could care less about 3 or 4 more horsepower, tuning it, and opening up the airbox and all that crap. Sure, wide open, it makes more power, maybe even 5 horsepower, but it's got enough. The main thing is, it runs good. Fun road. It's got nice turn in. You know, it's not a light bike. It's 490 pounds or so, full of gas. Not bad, but you can't feel it. It is very nimble. Stock tires seem to be just fine. Breaking them in. I hope we're still taping. We are. Yeah, the drift, I think it has a 1350 amperage battery. But my batteries are old, but they're hanging in there. This road is too nice. I think I'm just going to turn around and come back up, man. The other road is bumpier, and there's a lot more driveways and things going on. We'll go around, we'll come down here, and we'll just turn around and go back up. So far, no smokies. Oh my God. There's Granny and Grandpa in their Mustang. Oh well. just be so careful about, you know who, coming around the corner. Nice usable torque, really nice mid-range. You don't have to beat the crap out of it. The most you need to twist this thing's $9 grand. Slow down a little bit. How do you like the pipe? Tell me in the comments below. If you want it loud, you just take the dB killer out and it's going to be loud. If you're older like me, you want a little noise so you can hear the motor, free it up a little bit, thing's perfect. Take some weight off. Stock muffler with the plastic guard over the pipe was 11.4 pounds. This one with all the parts and their little metal guard that's powder coated black was 6.8 pounds. Nice. Nice little ride, huh? Sure shit, that $8 grand. That torque, sure shifting at 8,000. Great engine. Yeah, it's not a super powerhouse, but it's got enough. No comparison to like 650. Still would run with the 1000. You just gotta run a little harder, but much smoother, much lighter, better handling. God, the bars are perfect now, guys. You gotta make them about 29 inches. Most bikes, it's perfect width for this type of bar, like an adventure type bar. So nice. I get to ride this thing now a little. Still feeling good. Well, I wasn't feeling good when I left my house, but I feel better now. Wonder why. Hey, motorcycle guys, they put a smile on their face. All right, that's about it. We got the sheriff's department right here. What do you say? Wasn't me, officer. Wasn't me. Still blinking? We are. Well, hopefully we got that whole thing. Yeah, I tell you what we'll do this time. We'll go down, we'll hang a left instead of, you've been twice on 6 Mile Canyon. We'll hang a left, we'll go down the regular highway. And when I get to the bottom, I'll turn it off because we're just going to drone home. So, yeah, now I feel like going further. Anyway, yeah, there's Silver City and Gold Hill down here. See, I can barely see this GPS. I hope the new one's better. If it's not and I can't see it, forget it. Let's send it back. There's a nice guy. Man, really nice. Listen, I'll go like this. Okay, we're up to like 7,000. Roll off the throttle. My hands clear off the throttle. Pair valve still hooked up. Smog valve. Still got the cat. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And look at no pop, no D-cell pop. Awesome. And even going downhill, D-cell is barely. Isn't this neat? Look at all these old places. You get just barely a teeny bit of popping, but what do you expect? Just barely. Now you barely dip into the throttle. I'm barely touching the throttle. And look at that. No hiccup. No bad hesitation like a lot of bikes pick up when you put a pipe on it. That's because they did such a good job on the fueling on this thing. I'm so impressed with that. Open my visor. Getting hot. Right now it's perfect. It's 81 degrees. This was all booming back in the day. So I'm just barely touching the throttle, so you're getting a lot of exhaust right now, dumping out the exhaust ports to make a clean burn. That's why you barely hear barely some popping, but man, you got to really try to do it. Love it. I mean, it could be all screwed up, it could run like crap, and then I'd have to work on it. You guys would like that because I'd make more power and do what I do, but I'm not going to touch this thing. Look at that thing. Cabin in the sky. There it is. Yeah, look at that old mill. Probably some of the original stuff from back in the day. It's all metal. Love that kind of stuff. The place you go to Nevada, if you have never been, is Bodie. Historical town of Bodie. That's about 2 hours southeast of here. Bodie, California. Sixth gear, just coasting along. See so far. All right, trip one. So far we've got 48.4 miles per gallon. Now would you say that's pretty good for how I was on the throttle? I think so. Out on the highway I did a little loop of about 65 miles, 70 miles, and it got just a touch over 55 miles per gallon. And I was going, I don't know, like 68 to 72. Little throttle lock works really trick. Took some effort to get it just right, especially these bars. They got a 10 millimeter threaded hole in them, and I had to drill the hole out to like 14 millimeters. It's always fun. You gotta have the right drill bit with the right angle on the tip so it doesn't grab the aluminum, rip the thing right out of your hand and break your wrist. You ever do something like that, you got to take just little teeny chunks. Pull it out, clear it out. Have somebody hold a vacuum cleaner. Go another 1/8 of an inch, pull it out, clean it out. Little shot of WD-42 doesn't hurt. This side I just was able to cut off, clean up the threads a little bit. And if you notice, it has a groove right here for the stock hand guards. I hate hand guards. I mean, I don't mind them for dirt bikes, but I don't want them on this thing. I only ride in the summer. I want the airflow, and I got, these are old ratty gloves, but I got, you know, these are mesh with leather Kevlar palms. But anyway, what I did was I found some O-rings I could put in between to take the gap up just so it looks a little cleaner. See that? So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll keep the camera on a little bit, and we'll do a little mirror test, because before they were a little buzzy. See, here's my road. That's the one we were on. Truck route, right there. Yeah, they start from the race on the bottom, and they block that whole thing off. It's a weekend event. I think it's really expensive then. Though it's put on by a Ferrari club or something. I'm not positive, but I'd love to get in that with my Camaro. I have a 6th gen 23 1LE with all track alignment I put in it and everything. I've had 3 of those. I've had a ZL1 6th gen, and I've had a 17 Grand Sport C7 that I set up for the track, and that thing was awesome. But I fell in love with the 10-speed in my ZL1 until my 1LE has the 10-speed automatic in it, but with the track package, you know, so it's got all the good programming shifts, just almost like a PDK. We're almost to the bottom. Get down to the bottom down here and you hang a right. That's Virginia City. When I was still making all my parts, right down here near the bottom to the right on if it's Brown's Road or something, it's my powder coater. They have new owners. That was about 3 years ago. Now it's Mountain House Powder Coating. They do really nice work. Look at this pipe. Quiet, huh? But yeah, give me your opinion. What do you think about when I was, you know, giving it some throttle going up the mountain there, working it a little? Sounds nice, huh? So you take the DB killer out, you're going to have a 2 1/8 inch hole straight through with some packing, and the muffler's about 12 inches long, so it's going to be loud, loud, loud. I'm surprised that it's as subtle as it is right now, and I'm very happy about that, because they make a 400 millimeter length muffler instead of a 300. We're talking Black Widow in the UK, okay? And but the trouble with that muffler, it's stuck back near where I have the license plate mounted. I didn't want that on here, so I took a chance with this 300 millimeter length, and it worked out. I could always fixed it. I already had a plan. I could extend the DB killer with a metal tube down inside the muffler about another 8 inches and drill holes in it. And if I had to, the little mid pipe's about 6 inches long and it barely has a curve in it. Maybe it's about 8 inches long. I could also have put a little insert in that with holes in it, but don't need it. Dayton. Won't tell you who lives here. It's the rider of this bike. Okay, I'll leave the camera on now, and we will put my blinker on. We will look at the mirrors. I haven't done that. I haven't concentrated on that yet. We're still blinking red. my batteries are hanging in there, because if the battery goes dead on the remote or anything, you're out of business. Yeah, this thing, you see the temperature right there? 190. Really good cooling system. That's cool. I was in 102 degrees dying on the bike, and the bike got max 208, 207. You know, fan comes on, controls it, but got a really good cooling system. I feel no heat on the right side of the motor. I have my boots on that go up my leg a little bit. Oh man, I can tell you, I can tell you right now, I need a car. It's a little teeny bit buzzy still. Like right now, I'm going a little under $5,000. Let me get by this truck. It's still a little buzzy. You can see. Watch when I grab the mirror. Watch. See it? I hope I'm pointing in the right spot. See it now? See it now? Better than it was with that little washer under there. I'm considering making one little product. I don't see it anywhere. And that would be a really sanitary, about a 2-inch long, steel, round split clamp tube. Okay? It would be countersunk with 4 little Allens in it, and it would clamp on the mirror. And those things would sell and work. It's a lot better though. It's smooth now. It's 55 mile an hour here. I don't want to go like 70. One thing I do wish this bike had, see, still taping, is cruise control. Okay? I mean, okay, so it's a sport touring bike, right? I mean, okay, so charge $200 more for the bike. Charge $150 more. Whatever. It doesn't cost them that much when they're making thousands of these motorcycles. I mean, it would have took nothing to have it built in. I would have gladly paid $300 more to have that, just for when you're out on the open road. Yeah, now this thing, turn it counterclockwise, you get it snug against the grip. A little harder. See, I like it where it's snug, but you still can turn the throttle, see? Now it's snug, but it's easy. I can just move the throttle just very easily still. You notice that I glued and safety wired the grips on both sides. Just this side made it to match the right-hand side, so it looked good. But the deal here is you don't want that grip starting to turn on the throttle tube because this friction here. But yeah, this little thing works great. This is a Chinese Asian copy of the one that starts with a K in Australia that costs about $150. This thing was about $25, $30 to my door. And it's gorgeous. It's all black anodized, blue anodized knob. It comes with 2 internal expanders that are metal with little slots in them. And it'll either do, I think, 13 to 15 millimeter hole. Then there's another one you slide over that one, and it'll do 17 to 19 millimeters internal bars size. Little bit of a pain in the ass. I still had to. I wrapped the outer part of the little expander towards the unit with some Tessa tape. That's a cloth. I'm taking this thing off now. That's a cloth. Let's see, I got this thing in 5th gear. I'm talking to you guys. There we go. That's a cloth, kind of an electrical tape that's awesome. Tessa. Look on Amazon and buy some of that. It's about $10 a roll, $11 a roll. It's a cloth tape you can use on wiring harnesses. It just works really sanitary, and it's not gooey. So I cut it in half, about 1/4 inch wide, and the first part of the expander towards this, because it still had some wiggle, I put about 3 wraps of that on, and then I tap this thing in with the dead blow real carefully so I didn't mess it up. And then the kicker that's kind of a pain is you gotta hold, the best way to do this is hold this with a strap wrench, because the whole thing tries to turn on you when you're turning the Allen bolt on the end to expand the aluminum expander against the bar. Okay, so yeah, I used a smaller one that was only getting the end. It's mainly you got to hold this end piece. Okay, this is just a sleeve that has a little Allen on the bottom, but that one hold it. So I have another bigger one that I have about 3/4 inch wide rubber Craftsman strap wrench. That sucker held it. I could hold it real tight, get a load on it, and then I could reef on this pretty damn tight, and now it's perfect. You want to put the throttle and grip on so you got, you know, close to 1/8 inch of clearance when it's backed off. Of course, I had to drill new holes for the switches, and I should have done a video. Sorry guys, I was leaning on the camera, on the tank bag a little bit with my arm resting, and I took the camera and put it in picture mode. So I don't even know where I left off, but that's all you're gonna get. We're almost home. Nice little ride, huh? Great little motor. So there it was. About $9 grand, $9,500. Perfect. Yeah, as far as the quick shifter goes, I mentioned it in my first video, but if you didn't see that one, it's very smooth, shifts great. I do not use it on the downshifts. I don't believe in that. You can, but they're hard. All of them are hard on the tranny when you do that. I still flip the throttle. I still like to ride the bike. I still like to use my fingers, you know, be a rider. But not only that, you're not getting that real reverse load jerkiness and beating up the shift dogs in the tranny. You watch a couple guys on YouTube, I've seen them. Oh, this is a shifter. They're ripping, downshifting, and the thing's locking the tire up. On 3 shifts on the way down. What do you think that's doing to your gearbox? Ruining it. I mean, over time, it's going to ruin it. It's going to wreck the shift dogs. They're going to get worn, and you're going to start having shifting problems, and the whole thing's got to come apart. Do yourself a favor. Use it on the upshifts only. Well, the whole trip, that's what we just averaged. Pretty nice. Yeah. It went 79. We only did a little 40-mile loop. That was fun. Alright guys, this is going to end the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, please let me know what you think about the pipe and the little updates I did, the tasty treats. I really like the width of the bars. It's just perfect. And I like the throttle lock. It works good. The GPS sucks. Hopefully I can see the motorcycle one better. It's got a USB port right here, so instead of hardwiring the whole bike, I can just go right here, right into the little micro USB plug on the Garmin. I think the new one's the same way. and we'll see. So that's it for now. I got a sports screen, Puig dark tint sports screen coming tomorrow, and the bracket for the other mount. So we'll check that out when I get time. Anyway, take care. I'm going to end the video here, and please subscribe. Please hit the bell. Please comment, and please give me a thumbs up. Okay, I just got a small little channel. We need to keep it going for you guys. All right, take care, guys. Love you. Bye.